But in the meantime, our top story this Thursday morning, ending months of speculation, former Vice President Joe Biden has announced he's launching his third presidential campaign. He joins the more than a dozen major Democratic candidates seeking to deny President Trump a second term. Biden announced his bid in a video this morning on social media. He's holding a fundraiser in Philadelphia tonight as his first formal campaign event. Closer to home, the Montana legislature is trying to tie up some loose ends on the state budget and a few other issues to wrap up the 2019 session. But on Wednesday at the Capitol, they didn't quite iron out all the wrinkles and are coming back for at least another day. MTM chief political reporter Mike Dennison has more.
Wednesday started with a packed meeting room at the Capitol, where two committees were expected to hammer out the final details on a pair of key budget bills. But it ended with most legislators standing around and waiting for the deal makers to bring a final product that never quite materialized. An attempt to cram a new $16 million preschool program into a budget bill failed early Wednesday on a party line vote, with Republicans opposed. Public school lobbyists spoke against the move.
It's just simply wrong to create a completely new universe of private charter schools, which is what we're talking about, paid for by the taxpayers.
But the preschool issue may not be dead. That same committee had planned to meet later Wednesday to discuss other preschool funding options and possibly some language that could help transactions related to the Colstrip 4 power plant and Colstrip transmission system. But lawmakers could not find a solution on either issue, and the panel postponed its next meeting until Thursday. Senate Majority Leader Fred Thomas told MTN News that lawmakers are still kicking the tires on some options for this final catch-all bill. Senate Democratic Leader John Sesso, however, said he's not sure the Colstrip language can fit into the budget bill. On another front, lawmakers did keep alive the bill to authorize construction of a new $48 million museum for the Montana Historical Society. That bill should have its final vote in the House on Thursday, which could also be the final day of the session. Lawmakers reconvene at 9 a.m. on Thursday, hoping once again to put the finishing touches on the 2019 session. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison.
And lawmakers must approve the state's two-year budget before they adjourn or face the prospect of a special session. Well, more speed bumps in the lawsuit against the United States government and TransCanada over the Keystone XL pipeline. The Rosebud Sioux tribe in Fort Belknap Indian community filed the original complaint in September. An amended complaint has just been filed in federal court. It states that by issuing the 2019 permit, the government has failed to protect, shield, or defend the tribes. This includes protecting the treaty rights, natural resources, land, water, and cultural places from waste. The tribes are asking for the court to stop the government in TransCanada until they comply with the law. Health officials say a developing outbreak of whooping cough in Missoula could be the beginning of a widespread problem. There are 6 confirmed cases reported at Missoula Sentinel High School. So far, there's vaccinated and non-vaccinated cases. The sickness is easily spread from person to person by respiratory droplets. Health officials are urging adults to get a pertussis booster shot if they haven't had one since their vaccination or a booster in their early childhood years. The infection is stopped with the help of an antibiotic.
The antibiotics have to be given early in the course of the disease. The antibiotic can stop the reproduction of that bacteria, maybe slow the disease if you already have symptoms. It can prevent the symptoms if you're a contact and you took that antibiotic right away.
Whooping cough symptoms are sometimes hard to identify, but include a runny nose, sneezing, and an occasional cough. For more information, you can call the Health Department Pertussis Information Hotline at 406-258-INFO. Now we go to Lockwood, where construction of the new $4.9 million high school is on schedule. The first walls are now up and floors for part of the building have been poured. Construction started in February and the Freshman Academy will be ready this fall, while the rest of the high school will be finished in the fall of 2020. 100 8th graders that will make up the class of 2023 registered for school just last week. Superintendent Tobin Nevasio expects about 550 students for the 2022-23 school year.
Probably working on schools is one of the most fun commercial projects to work on. It's excitement from a little kid standpoint to get these buildings. This first year it'll be used for the incoming freshmen. Long term it'll have a connector hallway to the main high school building. This is a big upbeat, spirit lifting type project, so they're very enjoyable to work on.
The school board will be looking to hire coaches and administrators at its next meeting. The Blackfeet tribe is looking into creating its own national park. Leaders are pushing for a feasibility study to connect Chief Mountain to Badger II Medicine to put the land into permanent conservation. From there, they would look into national prairie land designation to preserve some of their rangeland and grasses for beef or bison production. However, the tribe lacks a funding mechanism.
We can look at the fee structure and the creation of a conservation area, or in this case, a national park that would allow us to collect fees for people coming into Blackfeet National Park. It would also underwrite natural resource management and agricultural resource management by creating a viable revenue generating stream that the tribe could then utilize to manage its resources.
Bird Radler says they hope that a feasibility study would take about 12 to 18 months to complete. The Beartooth Pass will soon open for travel. Plow crews made their way up the Beartooth Highway Wednesday, tackling the tallest part of this drift, which stood about 18 feet high. The walls of snow are even higher in other areas. Crews hope to have the road cleared and open for Memorial Day weekend. Typically, that's when the pass reopens, but as we all know, there's still plenty of time for Mother Nature to throw a wrench in things. Volunteers for Disc Golf Billings are busy with dirt and cement at Pioneer Park. They're working on a course improvement project replacing the 9 baskets at the park. Disc Golf Billings fundraised the entire $5,000 cost for the improvements.
Like inexpensive sport for everyone. Once you have the disc, it's free to go to the park and just play. So we love it.
The club will debut the new baskets on May 5th for the second round of its Spring Fling Disc Golf Tournament. Well, time is running out to take a personal tour through the 2019 Billings St. Jude Dream Home before it belongs to someone. On Sunday, May 5th, one lucky ticket holder will win this $500,000 classic design home in the Ironwood subdivision. All of the St. Jude prize drawings will happen on Sunday, May 5th, live here on Q2 from 5 to 6 p.m. As the anticipation draws near, this is your last weekend to visit the house at 4202 Snowy Woods Drive. Saturday's open house runs from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday from noon to 5. Just for touring the house, you can enter a chance to win a $10,000 home makeover package from Ferguson Enterprises. Entry for that drawing is free, and a big thank you to our community and region for purchasing all of the 6,500 tickets 1 month early.